Next up at UFC Vegas 68, we have Marcin. Jesus Christ.
Well, look at that thing on it. I mean, the guy got stabbed right in the heart. That thing had to bleed a ton, I would imagine.
I'm sure that's the body part you were talking about. We have Marcin Tybura taking on Blagoy.
That really was. I don't know where your mind went with it, but Blagoy came up, and I was like, oh, he was probably a bleeder as well.
Marcin Tybura, 23-7 overall, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off the upset win over Alexander Romanov. Blagoy Ivanov, 19-4 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, coming off the decision win over Rogerio de Lima. This is a pretty straightforward fight, at least in my opinion. I think Marcin Tybura.
You have a different opinion than
me, and the market.
Correct opinion, I would say.
Yeah, the market and I completely disagree here. I think Marcin Tybura wins this fight. It's going to be a full 3-round fight because Marcin's not very dangerous. Blagoy's not very dangerous, and Blagoy has the chin. It's like punching a steel wall. If you go look up his highlights, it's not highlights of him winning fights. It's highlights of him getting cracked in the face and not reacting. Those are the highlights.
Give an F about nothing.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And, frankly, that's frustrating for a lot of people. If you are a striker, you're a powerful striker, and you're fighting Blagoy Ivanov, that's frustrating. That is frustrating. But that's not Marcin Tybura. Marcin Tybura is a wrestler, a grinder. He's going to come forward, shoot. Come forward, stay busy. Come forward, shoot. Come forward, stay busy. That's how he beat Alexander Romanov. Go watch that fight. He pulled it out because he didn't quit, kept coming forward, didn't quit, made it happen. So I like Marcin Tybura to come forward, not quit, make it happen. And Ivanov's chin is not even a factor here because that's not how Tybura fights. He's not trying to get to your chin. He's trying to grind you out, and I think he will do that. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the stupid bullshit everybody loves to mention anytime they mention Ivanov. He is a Sambo guy. He beat the great Fedor in Sambo, but this is not Sambo. This is not Sambo, and I think Tybura wins. I have a 2-unit moneyline bet on him. I'm an asshole for the odds that I got it at minus 134. I think that's incredible value for a guy that has proven time and time again he will beat every single person that he's supposed to, and Blagoy Ivanov is one of those people. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the odds opened the way they were because I think the odds makers were like, oh, my God, we forgot, or this is the guy that beat Romanov, the undefeated big dude, beat this guy, so he should be a, minus, and in your mind, that makes sense, right? You beat Romanov, you should be a minus 200, minus 300 favorite against Ivanov on your way to the top. But if you watch that fight, and I watched that fight, Tybura didn't do anything in that fight. That was all of, first of all, he didn't land a significant strike in the first round, got absolutely dominated in the first round, and that was more of Romanov just being absolutely gassed in the second and third round, and it was still a close fight. I mean, there were still people that think that Romanov won that fight, and Tybura had all the opportunity in the world to do whatever he wanted in that fight and still couldn't really capitalize and look the way he should have looked against an exhausted Romanov. That was the Salt Lake City high altitude. That's why he got tired. We saw it happen to Leon Edwards, the same thing. Leon Edwards in this matchup is not going to get tired. He's going to dominate Usman inside of 3 minutes. It's going to be the easiest pick in the world. But Tybura, I don't think, showed the way what he should have shown, and I don't think he's that great of a fighter. So I actually agree with where the odds are right now. He should be the favorite in this fight because of his volume. This fight, to me, is Kim and Mandy. Whoever has the more volume in this fight, whoever has the pressure mixed with the volume in this fight is going to win a decision fight. I think Kim can do that versus Mandy, but it's pretty much 50-50. I think it's the same way. And also, you mentioned the wrestling of Tybura. I think that's the worst thing that Tybura could do is engage in grappling with Ivanov. Because as you mentioned, he does have some good judo, reversals, sweeps. If he tries to engage in wrestling, he might end up on the bottom. And we've seen once he's on the bottom, it's a problem for him to get back to his feet. So if you're Tybura, you just lay on the volume, get out of there with the win. If you're trying to wrestle and do some weird stuff, you're probably going to lose this fight. So, I think the odds are what they are. I am going to pick Tybura. But I don't think he's anything special. And the minus 200 whatever, and you saying that he's definitely going to win this fight or whatever you're saying is a little bit crazy to me. I think it's a coin toss.
I don't think it's a coin toss at all. I'm very confident in Tybura here. Praising a dude for having a chin is ridiculous. He lost a decision to Derek Lewis. A decision to Derek Lewis. And I get it, so did Francis Ngannou, but that's a whole different world. A decision to Derek Lewis. Shining and shimmering.
A new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, Amanda. Where to go, Mrs. Rebus?
Your voice is not bad.
That wouldn't even be trying either. Let me get a little honey in there, a little tea. That thing will be sultry, smooth, Luther Vandross. I'll sing it like this. Hit that falsetto. Kim says, Jesus Christ.
It's legit not bad. Like your antics are a little, but that.
Oh, I know. I get it. I'm good. I try to tell you I'm good at everything. Nobody wants to believe me.
Okay. You're not good at getting a tan.
I'm actually probably too good at it, and it came back to bite me.
It just goes right to cancer. From clear to cancer. Oh,
it's funny, right? Yeah, funny. Let's laugh at cancer. Funny. Everyone that's got cancer in the chat, Angela's laughing at you, so just know that.
Jacob's allergic to the sun. I have a good time with it. I'm not going to back down off that.
Angelo low-key wants you to sing. That was one of those like, oh, wow, you do kind of sound good if you want to keep going. If you want to keep going. Actually, do you know, and you just say like your random favorite song, can you sing? You like Bruce Springsteen.
No, they put that piano bar at the Star. We'll have to go there, and you could just start belting out with the piano.
Oh, my God. Honestly, the reason, and this is 100% serious, the reason I don't sing more than I do is because I literally am just not ready for the fame yet. Like, because I know that once I start doing that and it gets out there that I will become famous, and I'm just not ready mentally for that type of fame yet. This fame is cool. I go out and people are like, oh my God, the salamander. Woo, salamander. But that's next level fame, and I'm just not right there yet. So maybe soon, maybe end of the year.
No, I get it. No, absolutely. I mean, our audience is definitely at the places that you go to. So I get that for sure.
I mean, as I'm driving by, they're just...
Listen, I didn't get the best line on Marcin Tybura, but I do think he wins, and I think $8,300 is a great price point, but I'm not spending it. This dude scores like absolute shit, even in his wins. So I'm not going to spend the money on Marcin Tybura, even though that is a great price point for a guy that I think absolutely wins this fight. You're not going to put Ivanov.
But you think you honestly think he just dominates like bell to bell, just like with volume, I guess?
Yeah, I think he's a step ahead, though. I don't think it's an exciting fight. I don't think it's a brutal fight. I just think, because Ivanov's not dangerous, so Tybura doesn't have to worry about anything. And Tybura is just...
He throws some stuff sometimes that are like, oh shit. I mean, it's not tactical, and it's telegraphed, and but those are still heavy hands.
I think Tybura is just going to be busier, constant forward pressure, and I think it's just a quote-unquote easy win for him. Obviously, it's heavyweight, so anything can happen at freaking heavyweight, but I like Tybura a lot.
Hey, Big Capper, you know where this shirt looks good? On your mom's bedroom floor. It looked great there last night. That's why it's a little bit wrinkly. I couldn't even get it off in time before she was all over me.
You gonna spend the $7,900 on Ivanov and DraftKings?
No.
Okay. I'm not gonna touch the Monkey Knife Fight strike line, but 71 and 48, it probably is a more. Heavyweight, I wish they gave this a 1.5 round line. I wish they did. Because that'd be a guarantee over 1.5.
I think it's minus money for 2.5 too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's because neither one are dangerous.
For heavyweights, minus 205 for over 2.5 is pretty crazy.
Neither one of these guys are dangerous.
I think it's a pretty good bet.
Yeah. No, neither one of these guys are dangerous.
I'm not going to play it just because it is heavyweights, but it's probably decent value, honestly.
Well, and eventually Ivanov.
You can get Tybura by points for plus 130. That might be the way to play it, honestly. That might be the best value for this fight.
It most likely is, because that's the most likely outcome, and it is plus money. So, guys, weownpicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our betting partners. Using our link, make a deposit. We'll send you $50 as a thank you.